What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, financial professional. Welcome to my channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. This finishes at $5.24 today. That is up 50.14%. So the last time we analyzed this stock was way back in August during the last squeeze. And if you guys recall, I did say that you guys should probably sell and actually start shorting it down, because eventually, as with every short squeeze, it's going to come crashing down. A lot of apes did not like that, but of course the stock did eventually come crashing down, and ever since then it's been a slow bleed all the way down to the $1 range. But here in the past week, the stock has been squeezing again. We have been getting lots of price action. So let's quickly recap what's been going on in the past week. The Q3 earnings came out. It was a miss. The company announced layoffs, store closures. They are warning of a potential bankruptcy. So by any normal standard, that is extremely bearish news. But for whatever reason, the apes are taking it as bullish. And today we are getting some more news that the company is speaking with potential lenders to help them with financing while they figure the bankruptcy out. And just in general, all the memes are squeezing right now. Most notably, Party City, Blue Apron, and Virgin Galactic. So this is just another meme mania as well. In addition to that, we do have two price downgrades. Both Wedbush and Bear downgrade to $1. So the institutions are pretty bearish on the stock as well. This was number 2 on StockTwits today. Had over 9,000 mentions, so once again, we're going to analyze it. Alright, let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and analyze here. First of all, we have a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being the low of 127. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 660, 930, 15, 21, or even the high of 30. Although the most realistic top is probably 660. But those are all bullish indicators that is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. In the aftermarket here, this is running up to 530. So if this aftermarket action holds, that would be bullish for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow, this stock will keep running to the upside. The MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, has crossed the signal line and is pulling away to the upside. So the MACD is currently a bullish indicator that is telling us that it may be time to buy. And then we have a triple gap down. First gap down was back at 1150, so that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock may come back up to 1150 to fill this gap. Second gap down was back at 1615. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock may come back up to 1615 to fill this gap. And the third gap down was way back at 2250. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock may come back up to 2250 to fill this gap. Honestly, in my personal opinion, these gaps are not likely to fill. And then we do have a double gap up. First gap up was created yesterday back at 355. So that's a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back down to 355 to fill this gap. And the second gap up was back at 224. So another bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back down to 224 to fill this gap. And those two gaps should fill in the short term. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, is currently at 73. So this is officially in overbought and overvalued territory. So the RSI is currently a bearish indicator that is telling us that the current price of 524 should be a lot lower. And here we do have an ascending channel forming where the upper channel is currently at 670 and the lower channel is at 450. So if this breaks 670 to the upside, that'd be bullish, and if this breaks 450 to the downside, that'd be bearish. So the ascending channel is currently a neutral indicator, and we'll see which way this goes. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 550 and 520. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 550, 585, 610, 640, 665, 695, 715, 750, 795, 815, 855, 885, 920, 940, 965, 1015, and then 1055. There is resistance above 1055, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 520, $5, 475, 445, 425, 410, $4, 395, 385, 375, 365, 355, 340, 335, 325, 320, 310, 295, 280, 275, 265, 250, 245, 240, 230, 185, 170, 160, 150, and then the low of 130. So right now at the current price, 524, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks $4 to the downside, the channel starts to narrow. So expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks $4 to the downside. And this did 330 million in volume today. way above the average of 17 million, so this pump slash squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So I'm very happy for you apes who made money here, but let's be real, this makes absolutely no sense. This is a bankruptcy slash meme squeeze, and this will come crashing down just as fast as it went up. Just a matter of when, not if. This is pretty much a game of hot potato at this point. So just like I said last time, unpopular opinion, but if you apes are up, you should probably sell. This is not a great entry on the long side and probably a good time to start shorting it down. It appears like the squeeze is not over just yet. There's probably a few more days to go, but we are starting to get some very strong bearish indicators, and this is definitely due for some major pullback here. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. You already missed a week of upside here, 400% gain, and if you were to go long here at 524, that would probably be FOMO. You missed your chance, and you're probably going to end up getting burned. Again, this may come back up to the top of the cup at 660, which would be a little bit more than a 25% upside potential from the current price of 524. And again, this should pull back down to 170 to fill the gap there in the short term, which would be over a 65% downside potential. So I would say going long at the current price, 524 would be a high risk, medium reward play. Not worth it in my opinion. And while there is still a decent amount of upside potential, the reward is not worth the risk, and you're probably better off just moving on from this stock on the long side. However, if slash when this does come back down to 170, then I think that would be a pretty excellent entry. So I don't like the current entry, 524 on the long side, but I can't support going long at 170 where the gap is. But yeah, going long looks like a pretty bad play right now. Very dangerous. I do not recommend that. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, looks like a pretty good play to be. Again, unpopular opinion, but it appears like the squeeze is coming to an end pretty soon, and we are getting some strong bearish indicators here. Again, overbought, overvalued. Hedge funds think this is worth $1. Again, this may come back up to 660 to complete the cup, which would be about a 25% upside potential. And again, this should come back down to 170 in the short term to fill the gap there, which would be a 65% downside potential. So I would say going short at the current price, 524, would be a medium risk, high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. Again, there is still a decent amount of upside potential here, but as long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure, this should ultimately pull back very significantly, and you should be able to make some very fat tendies on the downside here. So I can't support going short at the current price, 524 and higher. And again, I would cover at 170 where the gap is, and that should be a relatively easy 65% downside gain. So this will probably squeeze for a day or two more, but this is due for some significant pullback. So in summary, guys, epic short squeeze this week in Bed Bath & Beyond and some other meme stocks. Doesn't really make any sense because it's all bearish news. So enjoy your tendies for now, guys, but this will come crashing down as with every short squeeze. So secure the gains, hit the sell button, don't FOMO, and this is probably a good time to start shorting, actually. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.